Hello, everybody. It is 3:27 a.m. Central Time on the 9th of October 2020. Got to keep my voice down. Wife is asleep downstairs, but I've got some breaking news for everybody, and this has to do with the directed energy weapon beams that we've been seeing. I'm going to get a display capture turned on. I just have to show this to you. Guys, okay, we're going to go over to the College of DuPage, and we'll start there. So looking at College of DuPage, several people contacted me about a beam that they said was going down into the south by the hurricane. And so that's kind of where we're going to start off right here. So let's open up the shortwave infrared, and we're going to look at the sub-regional sector view down here in the South US. Okay, and actually let's get a regional sector so we can look at the whole area, and we'll hit play. I found something absolutely phenomenal that seals the deal on the beams being something legit there. Okay. So this appeared here. Many of my viewers contacted me asking me what I thought it was. I decided to go look up the location where the beam is going down to. This is three-dimensional now, no doubt about it, and this is something very far up in space, and this is something on the ground. Let me show you what's there. We're going down here to Florida. Zooming in on the area just to make sure. Here's Florida, and we have a hotspot signature there. Hotspot signature, which is detected by GOES as a fire. But just to show you that it matches, we go down here. Here's Florida. I'm going to come in on a very close look in on the Florida coast now. And we will hit play again. And I'll just bring it forward to the spot where there. Okay. So you see this little inlet of a bay right here. And how this comes off of Florida, it's pretty easy to find. So we're going right in here, and there's a hotspot there. So let's zoom in on the area. Here's the hotspot, and there's a airport right there called Tyndall Air Force Base. This is the Space Communications Wing. Look, the Space Communications Wing for the U.S. Air Force. Tyndall. And the hotspot coming from over here, right next to a series of what appear to be some kind of radar stations of some kind. So let's go back over and look at the beam. Coming up from the Space Communications Wing at the Air Force Base, going up into space, or coming from down out of space, going down into the Air Force Base. There is no doubt about it. It's a perfect match. Perfect match. And this is showing up on shortwave infrared. Right there. So look at the nature of the beam. Look how wide it is. But I would imagine the center of the beam to be pretty narrow, and we're seeing the quote-unquote glow on that in shortwave. It's amazing. I can't believe it. So let's look at particle near infrared, see if it shows up there. Does not show up on particle near infrared. Let's go down to long wave infrared, see if it shows up there. Up. Okay, long wave infrared is showing something going down to the coast of Louisiana, right down here in southwest Louisiana in long wave infrared. Let's go down and see what's in southwest Louisiana. Right down here. The NEXRAD radar station. The Lake Charles NEXRAD radar station is right there. Let me zoom in on it. No shit. I can't believe this. So here it is. There it is. Again, at an airport. Beaming down to an airport. Oh, Fort Polk is to the north. Wow. Dude. Okay, well, then we have a confirmed beam of energy that's showing up going to, in this case, NEXRAD radar stations and Air Force bases. Space communication wings. It's an unintended consequence of the same kind of systems. Cross-bleeding over and showing on different systems that are not intended to show this. But this is different than the particle near-infrared radar, near-infrared that was showing the beam out on the West Coast, beaming into the fires. This is different. Now, somebody could be doing this. Somebody could be putting these on there, guys. I won't discount that at this point. Somebody could be totally trolling, throwing it on there, putting the beams down into areas where there's other things going on. You know, putting that beam on there, putting it down to the Air Force Base. I mean, what do you want to make of it? I have to show it to you because so many people are contacting me, it's not even funny. But nobody went and looked up the area. And there's no denying it. So one beam is coming right down into southwest Louisiana, right at the bay here, and that's where the NEXRAD radar is. And then move over, and the beam is coming down here where there's a hotspot. And not just anywhere, the space wing at Tyndall Air Force Base. And that's well known. If you don't know about Tyndall, here, let me look it up. This is amazing. What just happened there? Not space A, just space. Space Communication Squadron. There it is. I'm not going to click on it. No way am I going there. So when I look at this and I see this happening real time on satellite view, unintended consequence of new systems put up that bleed over, we can see it on the weather systems. It's just, this is, well, I guess 21st century, but on a level I would have never imagined. Now, you guys, when you see something like this, you have to go to where the beam goes to. You have to look at it three-dimensionally, like it's beaming down onto something. So let me get it back on the screen here. Okay, so when you see something like this, you know up in Tennessee, it's just miles and miles of rolling foothills and woods. But down here along the coast of Florida, there's a bunch of Air Force bases going along over to the west, I mean. So you would have to come in and look and see what's at the destination location. Also go up in Tennessee and just see if there's anything there, but then that gives you the proper angle or perspective to look at it at a three-dimensional angle. And then that lets you know where the satellite is far above. And let's see, distance. Well, if we were to lay this out in a straight line on the ground, that would be, what, 300 miles? So this would be looking up at something 300 or so miles up in space. And we are looking at this at an angle. We have to look on a global sector. The weather satellite is much further out. Let me hit play here, see if we can see it there. Huh. They blank it out on the frame where you would... just happens. Is that right? Yeah. They blank it out. Amazing. Well, there it is. So I just wanted to get on and show it to you. I have to keep my voice down. Like I said, wife is asleep downstairs, but when you find something like that, I don't care what time of day it is, you got to get on and show everybody. So the beam is going down to the Air Force Base. So much for it being an artifact. Man, talk about debunking the debunkers. It's not an artifact. Now we know it's not an artifact. But, wow. I'm going to save this as a video and actually upload it over on YouTube. I know I'm whispering into the microphone, but I have to. People have to see this. So I'll be back. I'll do a full update on this tomorrow. For sure. Full voice. Probably like tomorrow afternoon. Peace out.